And welcome to Makeup Mugwump. My name is Leanne. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's talk eyeshadow palettes for winter. So I have on my channel this year pulled palettes for fall, and we kind of talked through what those colors look like for me, which palettes I was going to use during the fall season, and I've swapped those out for winter. So let me show you which palettes I've pulled to keep on my vanity during winter. That's not to say that I'm not using other palettes, but these are the ones that I have chosen for some specific shades, some of them for the whole color story, so that I can get some use out of my collection. So let's start with the one that never changes. This is the same old every single time. This is the CoverGirl True Naked Nudes. This is a go-to palette for me. It stays on my vanity. It is used and abused. This shade is the perfect like milk chocolate transition shade. It's a neutral. These are not warm, not cool. They are neutral. This was like a bone white matte. This is a decent inner corner. It's not the best one I've ever had, but it'll work for that. This is a really pretty pink shimmer. This works as a transition if I'm fine with a shiny transition shimmer. In my crease, I'm fine. And then these are all beautiful darker shades, so I can use to line with those. This stays beat up on my vanity year-round. Another one that stays on my vanity year-round is not a dissimilar color story. This is That's a Dub by Revlon in the So Fierce line. This is one of the most beautiful formulas of eyeshadow at the drugstore. I highly recommend that if you have not tried this formula, that you do. They do go on sale, so take a look at your drugstore for a sale. This is a beautiful palette. It stays right there because it's quick, easy. They're all some level of sheen or shimmer, and I love that. Okay, now on to the new ones that were chosen. This is an odd choice, but I just wanted to try it. This is the LA Colors 6-color eyeshadow palette, and I don't even think it's the shades Earthy, and they all have a sheen, and I thought I would give this a whirl because I think it would be a nice light, easy eye. So like I just think that would be really easy. See the sheen? Not crazy over the top, but easy peasy. I believe this was $1 at the dollar, maybe $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, something like that. It was here, and so I wanted to use her, but I think that would be a lovely palette for this time of year, but also just a quick palette. Here's another one that I pulled. It's not this shade specifically. Not this shade. This is the Color Vision eyeshadow palette from ColourPop. But just the neutrals in this would be a really quick, easy eye. That is a stunningly powerful metallic. It's beautiful. And so I figured that would be a really quick one to pull one day. It's neutral, so not warm, not cool. And I think that will work really well. Trying to get more use out of my palettes this year. It's called Christmas Coffee. This is the Too Faced Christmas Coffee. I believe this was a gift, maybe from Mr. Mugwump. He's given me, I know at least one of these, but it also might have been from a subscriber. I can't remember. It was a gift though. So this is Christmas Coffee. It is warmer. So the neutrals in this are warmer shades, but you've got like just the typical eye, but this, I mean, you know, come on. I mean, it's the time of year. It's not, these aren't the shades that I would be like, oh, that's winter. No, this is Christmas holiday shades, and I think they're stunningly beautiful. This green has a dark base. So it is, you can kind of see it on my cloth when I wipe my fingers off. It's a darker base, but a green metallic on top. It's gorgeous. It's an adorable little size. It smells adorable. It's a little bite-sized palette. It's really cute. And I'm excited to use that this year. This was a gift from a subscriber as well. This is the Kiko Soft Nude Eyeshadow Palette. Now, As I choked to death on absolutely nothing. This is a winter color palette to me. I think pinks and mauves are very much a winter color story. I can use them year round. You use whatever you want, whenever you want. But I think that this is something that is very much wintry. It is, there are sheens, I think, to most of these. Oh, that one is matte. But it is very reminiscent of Naked 3. But absolutely stunning. There's some grays in there, cool tones. I think this is a gorgeous little palette. It snaps shut, so it's not actually a bad option for traveling. But there's some shades from those palettes that are in my winter pull this year. Onward. I pulled a Kimchi. This is probably not the one you would think I would pull for winter. This is the Juicy Velvet 9 pan. This came out a couple of years ago. It's gorgeous, but it is jewel tones. And I know it's not probably traditional, but I think this is winter. A jewel tone for holiday is gorgeous. There are several, there's 2 greens, an olive and a emerald, some neutral copper, gold, and then that kind of a not really super taupe, but kind of taupe. And then we have a full red, the fuchsia, the orange, and the blue. It's a beautiful palette. It is a beautiful formula. This is the OG, like, amazing metallic formula from Kimchi. And you can't tell me that's not a holiday palette. It's just gorgeous. I like jewel tones a lot. I wear them quite frequently. I look nice in jewel tones. I look nicer in jewel tones than I do in pastels, which make me look dead. But these are gorgeous on the eyes. They are perfectly sized. So there's the Juicy 9. All right, next up, this is one that I pulled. I have so itchy. This is one that I pulled, and I've actually already used it on my channel for the middle shade. This is the Just Say Zen from Morphe. This is one of their 9 pans. This came out, I think, earlier this year, and I think it is stunningly beautiful. This is winter as well. I know this could also pull spring. I associate pastels with winter and spring, and so this is gorgeous. But I think it's the blue purple aspect of it that's even more wintry to me. This is an interesting color story to me, and it is absolutely beautiful. So if you haven't seen this one and you think that's pretty, I would recommend it. I don't mind the Morphe formula at all. I know some people do. I get along with it just fine. And so that palette is a stunner. She's stunning. This one I've used today in my Get Ready With Me, and it is inexpensive. This is the Profusion Mauves. $5. Target, I think maybe CVS, not 100% sure. Profusion also has a website that you can purchase from. And this is so easy. It's so easy, but it's so beautiful. And I just think that you can't, there's an actual shade there, but it's my skin tone. It's a matte that is my skin tone. I can't tell you how much I adore this color story. I mean, like, look at that, look at that, look at that. Gorgeous. Profusion Mauves. I think mauve is a winter tone. That's my opinion about it. Now, I did pull an indie brand. This is Spellbound Beauty. This is their Witchcraft palette, but here's why. Look at it. Now, this could totally be year-round, period. But I cannot tell you how much I want to use those blues and purpley mauves. I mean, just look. I'm going to take so little of this because you don't need much. Just look at the shine. Look at the, right? You can't tell me. You can't tell me that's not the most beautiful thing. So I'm so looking forward to those beautiful shades. And then lastly, I pulled a palette that I can't remember really when I think about it. And I can't remember the last time I've used it. This is the Makeup Revolution Emily Edit, the Wants. So remember when this was, I love Emily Noel. I absolutely have watched her from almost the get-go that I have been watching YouTube. She was a newscaster who would get ready in the middle of the night and review products. And I have watched her since she was in her apartment with Cupcake the cat, and now she has 3 children and is married and beautiful, and she's marvelous. If you like informative makeup reviews, not necessarily, she does do some super chatty things, don't get me wrong. She does share about her life, which is nice. But if you are really looking for true makeup reviews, she's a wonderful person. And she partnered with Makeup Revolution to put out 2 palettes, and this is one of them. It is, it has the mauves and the purpley shades, some jewel tones as well, and some neutrals. And I just haven't used this in so long that I can't really remember what I truly think about it. There are so many really beautiful shades in here that I think that I will get quite a bit of use out of it. I have used a bunch of this Side Hustle Olive Green. It's got like a gold shift to it a little bit. It's absolutely stunning. But just some workhorse shades, some beautiful jewel tones, but also some neutrals. So it's a beautiful palette. I just haven't used it in so long, so I'm going to. This winter, I think it will be a good partner palette to a lot of the other palettes that I've pulled. But there's my winter color palette. Lots of pastels, mauves, some jewel tones, and of course those neutrals that are every day on my eyes doing the work. What palettes are you pulling for winter? What shades do you consider to be winter color stories? Tell me about it below. I would love to hear what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like this video with your little thumbs up button, that would super help me out and help out my channel. And I appreciate those of you who do that for me. If you would also like to, hit subscribe and let's be friends on the internet. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.